Sup guys, Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Gundam slash Gunpla quirk. This is part 5, and in the last part, Izuku basically dealt with a lot of rumors and a lot of people gossiping about his loss, with Soon also having to go to UA asking if he wanted to be part of the Hero course or the Gunpla course, where he decides to choose both at the same time. Take both courses. With his first day at UA, him and Class 1A began the quirk apprehension test, with soon Izuku getting at least second place in this one. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? As Izuku heads back into the locker room to change back into his UA uniform, soon Kirishima, Kaminari, Aoyama, and also Sero walked up to Izuku when he was done changing. As Izuku was shocked and surprised, saying, can I help you guys? As soon Kaminari saying, You're Izuku Midoriya, so you really are the Tokyo champion, right? Saying, was. With soon Kirishima soon saying, oh, right, you lost to the champion this year, isn't that right? With Soon saying, yeah, so I'm not really the Tokyo champion anymore. I'm letting you guys know. With Soon, Zero saying, dude, you lost to Japan's #1 champion, so you can't really expect us not to think of you still as a pro. I mean, it's Takashi Matsudo, after all. With soon Izuku saying, yeah. With soon Aoyama saying, what was it like? What was it like facing against Japan's #1 Gunpla pilot? As saying, well, he's pretty intense actually. Personally, I think he was actually holding back on me on purpose so he can enjoy himself a lot more. His fighting style really showed. But I think there was a couple of times where I did overwhelm him a little bit before he beat me, though. With then everyone saying, so cool. But then Izuku saying, but to be honest, I really thought it was an honor facing against one of Japan's greatest heroes. Even though he's not a pro hero, he's inspired a lot of people to take up Gunpla, actually. So I couldn't help but admire him a lot. With soon the four boys couldn't help but saying agreed. With then Kirishima saying, oh, actually, if you feel like it, as he pulls out his bag and shows his Gunpla model, saying, me and the Shining Gundam could actually take you on if you feel like it one day. With Izuku saying, really? I didn't expect anyone else in Class 1A to have Gunpla. With soon Sero bringing out his Gunpla being a high-grade Gafran. With soon Izuku saying, wow. With Kirishima saying, what about mine? My Gunpla is the Crossbows Gundam X1. After all, you can't go wrong with an old school classic. As well, Kaminari feeling somewhat smug about his Gunpla. With soon Izuku asks, what about you, Aoyama? Do you have a Gunpla of your own? As soon saying, well, no. I've never actually built my own Gunpla before. I'm more of a fandom enthusiast of builders and battlers, actually. I've never actually taken part of building a Gunpla and battling with it before. With soon, he's saying, oh, is that so? Well, if you ever feel like it, I can actually help you out if you want. It's saying, Vemo? Oh, thank you, Midoriya. I appreciate the help. As Izuku saying, no problem. With then Ida soon saying, this is no time to be talking in the locker rooms. You do not have time to be standing around in here. With soon Izuku saying, oh, sorry, Ida. With then Ida saying, if you want to talk about your Gunpla hobbies, then go somewhere else. Or basically talk on the way to the train station. With Izuku saying, yes. With then thinking, oh, since we are able to leave school early for Class 1A, maybe I should. As then Izuku saying, I gotta go, guys. Catch you later. As he soon leaves the locker room and saying, I hope to battle you guys another time. As he waves and leaves. With soon, Shoto couldn't help but eye at the green-haired teen. With soon Izuku basically heading to class 1L. As he's saying, I know I said I would have classes tomorrow, but since I'm already here, maybe I could. As he soon opens the door, he soon sees a silver spiky-haired kid that's almost a couple feet taller than Izuku. As the both were surprised seeing each other, as the silver-haired guy saying, who the hell are you? But saying, sorry, I'm Izuku Midoriya. Wait, you're Izuku Midoriya? With Izuku saying, yeah, that's me. How do you, saying, how's not anyone know about the Tokyo champion? Not only that, your two friends are in this classroom as well. Anyway, just get out of my way. As he moves out of the silver-haired boy's way, thinking, damn, so somebody else, so there's a guy just as similar as Kachan, but less, well, aggressive as much. It's soon, he hears familiar voices as they say, Izuku, with him realizing that it's both Suzuya and Jin, with saying, hey guys, oh yeah, I meant to say congrats on making it into the Gunpla course here at UA, with saying, well, you did forget, but better late than never, with Jin saying somewhat sarcastically, but then Suzuya hitting him in the shoulder saying, it's alright Izuku. Hey, how was your first? With Izuku saying, I don't want to talk about it. With saying, that bad, right? Wait, what are you doing here? Classes haven't even ended yet. Saying, oh, right, let me explain. As he soon explained about the quirk apprehension test and about that they're free to leave school early if they want. With soon Jin saying, well, their teacher sounds like an ass. With Izuku saying, yeah, that's the underground hero for you, Shota Aizawa. With then soon a feminine voice comes from the classroom saying that is Aizawa. He never holds back for anyone, and I mean anyone. As it being the homeroom teacher of class 1L, Lin Kozumi, and saying, oh, Miss Kozumi, let me guess, your class ended early, so you came here to see if you can do anything, or basically be part of today's class. Am I right? Saying, well, yeah. As soon she's saying, I expect, of course you would do this, Aizawa. Why the hell would you not? With soon she's saying, okay then, how about this? I give you tomorrow's assignment early, so you have something to do instead of just probably being in this classroom where you don't really need to be here today. Saying, you sure? I mean, I can take your class. You have classes with me tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. Are you a glutton for extra work or something, Midoriya? As Izuku saying, no, nothing like that, Miss Kozumi. Saying, good. And soon she pulls out something from her desk and then tosses it to Izuku. As Izuku grabs it with saying, what's... And she's saying, it's a battle program. You do have a VR cockpit right at home, right? Saying, oh, yes, I do. Helps me train with my Gunpla that I customized. Saying, good. This will be your assignment. You're going to be battling multiple opponents, and you're going to write down each and every one of these opponents' flaws, and what they did wrong, and what they would improve on in future battles. Saying, wait, all that? Just like that? Things aren't easy here. Remember, why do you think that there's only at least 5 students, counting yourself, Midoriya? But soon he's saying, wait, there's only 5 students in this class? As he looks, as it realizes he's right. there is only 5 students in Class 1L, but wasn't there at least 200 participants for the entrance exam? With Soon Jin saying, you might have forgotten, Midoriya, but just like how the hero course has at least a 2% pass rating, the Gunpla class has lower than that. That being 1.5% of passing, and that's pretty low, actually. With Suzuya saying, yeah, I barely even passed myself. The written exam was tough, but the battle exam for you're facing against Gunpla, you're facing against some high-level AIs, especially AIs from the Gundam series. Saying, oh, they can't be that bad. They're the protagonists of each Gundam franchise, all in order. With Izuku saying, oh my god, that's terrifying, just imagining it. As he thanks himself that he actually got in by recommendation instead of having to take the entrance exam. As soon he be noticing, so that guy with the silver hair, he was, as soon Jin saying, his name is Rei Matsudo. With soon Izuku saying, what the, wait, Matsudo, does he have any relation to, is he saying, yes, he is related to Japan's #1 champion, Takashi Matsudo. With Izuku saying, wait, is he? Yes, he's his younger brother. He, instead of taking a recommendation exam, he actually took the entrance exam instead. With Soon Jin saying, it's surprising seeing that the younger brother of Japan's champion took the entrance exam instead of taking recommendation. I thought for sure he would ask for that instead. With soon Izuku saying possibly he wanted to prove something. That's why he took the entrance exam for the Gunpla course. With soon Suzuya saying, I thought the same thing. It then thinking, but what about her? As Izuku pointed at a girl who's sleeping on her desk entirely. As soon Kozuki saying, yeah, that's your 5th classmate. She's an exchange student from abroad. Her name is Maribel Kotami. As soon as Izuku saying, wow, she came to the school by exchange program? That's actually pretty interesting as well. With then Izuku saying, oh, right, I'll make sure to take care of this as soon as possible. Thank you, Miss Kozumi. As he bows to his other homeroom teacher, she's soon saying, don't worry about it, just get going. As Izuku hears this and leaves, as he heads back home, he soon takes care of the assignment he was given by taking on a virtual reality battle as he puts on his headset, visor, and then his GBN controller, with soon saying, all right, first up, he decides to use his Gundam Maximum. As the assignment says, defeat 5 opponents in a row. Each opponent will be varied, focused on which mistakes that each Gunpla makes in the battle. As Izuku completes the assignment easily, with in only 10 minutes actually, which he thought the assignment was really easy and already knew which flaws that each of the Gunplas made in the VR training. With that, he soon puts his headset back down and his controller too, and wrote down his report with each flaw and mistake. Within the next day, Izuku was now heading to his Gunpla course class. As soon he enters, where he sees his 2 closest friends from his junior high school, and also the brother of Takashi Matsudo, Rei, as he looks at Izuku and then scoffs, with soon looking back in front of the class, with Izuku saying, does he hate me or something? As soon he goes to his seat and then realizes that right next to him is Maribel, the exchange student, saying, did she spend the night here? Because it looks like she hasn't moved anywhere one bit. With soon their homeroom teacher comes in, saying, "All right, everyone, it's time to get to work. Oh, and also, Midoriya, did you finish today's assignment?" Or saying, "Oh, right, here you go." He goes to her desk, puts down the program disc, and also his report about each mistake that the digital Gunpla made, with her looking it over, saying, "Wow, and you went into pretty extreme details about each mistake. That's actually something else. Nice work." Saying, "Thank you, ma'am." She's soon saying, "All right, many of you are just like I told you yesterday, except you, Midoriya. Our curriculum is pretty much similar to that of the hero course, being Class 1A and Class 1B. However, the only difference being we focus more on Gunpla, which each and every one of you need to improve as well. As you all saw from your syllabus, even you, Midoriya, I hope you got one." As Izuku saying, "I didn't really." As Kozuki saying, "Oh, right, I didn't give you one, didn't I?" As Izuku saying, "No." "Well, I'm telling you now." She soon explains that the first class that the Gundam course class will have is Gunpla examination, which they'll need to answer multiple questions based on Gunplas with parts that they would need in certain battles and against certain enemies as well. With hearing this, she soon begins going over tons of multiple course questions, with also fill in the blank answers as well about certain parts and certain weapons that would be against enemies and the terrain as well. With that, soon Izuku basically got half of them all right, with Rei being the one actually getting them all right. As Izuku looks at Rei, not actually surprised seeing the younger brother of Japan's champion actually being able to get all those right with no problems. With then the first period ends, with now them having actually basic regular periods as Class 1A would, being reading, science, algebra, social studies, and also having lunch with Izuku and his two closest friends, Suzuya and Jin, with also sitting with a couple of friends that he made in Class 1A and his number one rival, Toru, alongside Ochako and Ida, with soon Toru asking how is the Gunpla course doing for him, is saying it's not as hard as he thought it was, but they do have the same schedule as Class 1A as well, so nothing really much is different. As soon Toru feeling somewhat jealous that Izuku is just having a lot of fun in there, as she's feeling somewhat regrets being part of the hero course class, but doesn't regret at the same time as well. With soon Ida saying, "Care to explain who are these two, Midoriya?" As soon both Suzuya and Jin introduced themselves, with Jin saying, "My name is Matsugami Jin. I prefer being called by my last name instead of my first name." With soon Suzuya saying, "Suzuya Kadonochi. It's a pleasure." And she smiles with her eyes closed at Ida, saying, "My name is Tenya Ida, classmate of Midoriya as well." With Ochako also introducing herself too. With soon Izuku saying, "Never really had this many friends before. Sure, there was the Gunpla club back in junior high when I had Kozumi and Jin, but now I have Ida, Uraka, and even Toru by my side. Honestly, I don't see this being ruined anytime soon." As soon somebody is staring at Izuku. Well, two people are. One of them being Bakugo and the other being Rei. Within the next couple of classes go by, with the last one being a free period for the Gunpla course class, as they're free to do whatever they want to improve their Gunpla, build new parts for them, or also do a couple of VR battles if they need to improve their skills. With soon Maribel soon wakes up saying, so we can finally start working? Finally, it's gonna be fun. As saying, you're... As she's soon saying, oh, I didn't actually see you there. As Izuku saying, how could you not? We both left for the cafeteria a couple hours ago. As he says this internally, saying, my name is Maribel Kotami. It's a pleasure to meet you. With Izuku saying, yeah, Izuku Midoriya. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Kotami. Saying, don't call me my last name. Call me Maribel. I prefer that, actually. As he looks at the bubbly girl, as he thinks, wow, she's a lot more, easygoing. How did she get it into this, school? As he's completely confused, with soon Kozuki basically told Izuku, hey, Midoriya, since you've already finished, today's assignment early, you can actually head to Class 1A for their hero course training. With saying, wait, seriously? You're just letting me go like that? It's saying, you have nothing else to do. Do you need to modify your Gunpla or do a little bit of training or even switch out a couple parts? With soon Izuku thinks himself, no, I've already did modifications back at home, so I think I'm... Exactly. This is going to be first of many trainings that you probably don't want to miss out on, especially on your first one. So you should get going, kid. With saying, yes, ma'am, as he grabs his Gunpla and his bag and heads to Class 1A, with soon Ray saying, Miss Kozuki, you sure you should have let him go? Aren't you being a little too easy on that kid? With soon Kozuki looking at the gray-haired kid, and she's saying, Mr. Matsudo, I know that you may think that we're going easy on him because he's a recommendation student, but we're not. Instead, he's going to have a lot more to catch up on about today, especially. Sure, we have the same academic curriculum as Class 1A and Class 1B. However, there's only one difference. If he misses one thing or makes one mistake in both classes' main category, being Gunpla development or hero development, then he's going to lack a lot. And he's going to be behind everyone, especially you, Mr. Ray Matsudo. So, don't you think that this is a perfect chance for you to get ahead of him in any way possible? As soon he thinks this over, and he couldn't help but smile, with saying, I hear you loud and clear, Miss Kozumi, as he couldn't help but have that of a devilish smile, and got up and grabbed his Gunpla, as it being his 00 Riser custom, with soon Suzuya and Jin looking at each other, and actually somewhat worried for Izuku, as feeling like he may be left behind with situations like this. As Izuku makes it to Class 1A and slides the door open, with Soon saying, I'm here. Within, he sees All Might in Class 1A, as he realizes, All Might, what are you? Saying, young Midoriya, I heard that you may join us for combat training right now. It's a pleasure. It's saying, yeah, but you're... Saying, I will be your combat teacher for Class 1A. I hope you don't mind, young Midoriya. It's saying, no, I'm totally all right. Saying, I thought he may be training, Togeda-senpai, but instead, he's focusing on our class too? What's going on? As soon All Might saying, grab your suitcase with your hero costume inside and meet us out to Training Field Gamma. Saying, oh, yes, sir. With Izuku grabbing his costume as he was the last one coming out. As All Might already told everyone to not only be a pro, you gotta look the part of a pro. With everyone showing off their hero costumes. With Izuku being the last one out. As his hero costume is not really flashy, actually. As it's actually a a replica of Kira Yamato's pilot's uniform from Sea Destiny. But however, the colors from blue to actually green instead, with Izuku holding the helmet and his case with all of his Gunpla inside as well. As soon Toru and Ochako walk up to Izuku, with soon Ochako saying, "Hey, Deku, you look so cool." But soon Toru saying, "Hey, is that what I think it is?" With saying, "Yeah, it's a copy of Kira Yamato's pilot suit from Sea Destiny." With soon Toru gives off that of a, well, certain, little look. With soon Izuku saying, "You know I can't see you, but I do know what look you're giving me." As saying, "Oh, whatever. Relax, Kira Yamato." Saying, "I hate when you call me that." With Izuku blushing. And then he begins going beet red. As soon he looks over saying, "Hey, Toru, what's your hero costume? Is it invisible with you?" Saying, "Huh? What are you talking about? I'm wearing it right now. These gloves and boots after all." As Izuku internally saying, "What the hell was she thinking? Could she not have found a costume that could actually replicate her invisibility instead? But just wearing gloves and boots? How is she a genius when it comes to Gunpla, but when she's an idiot when it comes to this?" As Toru looks at Izuku saying, "Why are you so red, Izuku?" Saying, "Oh, no reason." As she's soon saying, "Hey, that suitcase, is it?" "Yeah, it holds all my Gunpla inside, actually." Saying, "Wait, are you sure you should be carrying it around like?" Saying, "Oh, no worries." As soon he puts it on his back, as it stays on, saying, "It's a magnetic lock on here, so I don't need to carry around my Gunpla in its suitcase like usual." With saying, "Wow, that's actually pretty smart." Saying, "I know, right?" As he also saying, also about the suit, it also acts as somewhat body armor. When I activate my quirk and I take damage from if any of my parts get hit, I end up getting hurt as well, and my skin too. So the suit acts as somewhat of extra layer of body armor. So if my parts get damaged, I won't be damaged. In a way, it's more of a safety function, just in case. As soon Ochako and Toru saying, "Cool." But soon Izuku looks at Ochako's, costume, and also blushes from that too. With soon, All Might soon explains about what they'll be doing for this training exercise, as it being a 2-on-2 versus match, heroes versus villains, and the villains will be trying to keep a bomb safe, while the heroes will be focusing on trying to capture all the villains or capture the bomb. With that, soon All Might tells everybody to pick a letter. As soon Izuku picks the letter I, as he wonders on who else has the letter I, as he soon looks behind him saying, "That would be me, Izuku." With saying, "Toru, she's saying, "Guess we're both on the same team then." As she couldn't help but smile, even though Izuku couldn't see it. With Izuku saying, "Yeah, I guess we are." With soon, as everybody's paired up, All Might soon pulls out 2 letters, one from the villain side and one from the hero side, as Team I will be heroes and Team D will be villains. As it's Toru and Izuku versus against Bakugo and Sero. As soon Izuku saying, "So I'm facing against Kachan. Seriously, this is a pain." With soon Bakugo looking at Izuku with that of a menacing grin, saying, "Finally, I can finally put that damn nerd in his place. Doesn't matter if he's good at stupid Gunpla battles All that matters is to prove that he is nothing when he becomes a hero, and I'll be number one. I'll prove I deserve number one. Within giving at least 5 minutes, the villain team head to the warehouse where they'll be having where the bomb is, with soon Izuku and Toru plan a strategy ahead of time, as they both explain their quirks, with Izuku already knowing quite a big degree about Toru's quirk, mostly because the two of them always hang out together from time to time. And Izuku does explain his quirk though, as he's able to become one with his Gunpla and use certain parts in certain situations. With soon Toru saying, wait, if that's the case, wouldn't you be a little too, big for your Gunplas to go around in a location like this? With soon Izuku saying, yeah, that is true. However, as soon he brings out his GM sword from his Gundam Exia 7 sword 00 custom, as saying, but I can bring out the weapons and other parts of of my Gunpla without having to be the entire suit itself. Saying, that is so cool. Nice work, Izuku. Saying, thanks, Toru, as he blushes from the compliment. But soon, Sero saying, so, Bakugo, what you should be making a plan before. Soon, Sero looks at Bakugo and actually somewhat terrified of the spiky ashen blonde, as soon Sero saying, Bakugo, you okay, dude? But soon, Bakugo saying, stay out of my way, tape arms. Saying, I do have a name, it's, I don't give a damn. Just stay out of my way when I'm the one who's going to beat Deku. No one else. You can help me if you want, but make sure that Deku is mine. Handle with the invisible chick or whatever. With hearing this, Sero couldn't help but somewhat feeling kind of scared, as he's saying, oh man, why did I have to be paired up with this psycho? With soon, time ran out for preparation, and the battle training first began. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. Also, like and subscribe, which really helps out my channel a lot. I would appreciate it. And hit that bell notification, which helps out my channel a lot, if you guys want to see when I upload a new video. With all that said, please check out my Discord and my gaming channel. Links will be in the description below. So, this is Mooky, signing out. Later, guys.